You know, in this situation that we're fishing in today, the water's been rising and rising and rising. And let me tell you something, for me, there's no more of a struggle on the water mentally than rising water. I think it offers so many more targets. Everything's in the water's new, it looks so good. There's floating mats, the docks look better than ever. There's cypress trees that offered with water on them now that was probably dry a week ago. To me, that's my weakness, is trying not to get overwhelmed when you get there. So when you first get to the lake and you see it's high, do some of the same things that, that I have to do. Is I have to tell myself, don't panic, Gerald, don't panic. You got to get somewhere and just fish. And what I try to do is get to the bank. Get to the bank. Don't start, if you feel like it's overwhelming, don't start in an area where bushes are flooded 300 yards to the bank. There's too many targets. There's too much to choose from. You're going to work yourself to death. You can come in a pocket like this. You can fish the sides of the dock. You can pitch isolated trees like this. You can hit up and clean all the targets up pretty good and know that you fished them well. And generally, you're going to catch more fish on these type places where you can get to the bank and fish isolated targets than you would fish in flooded areas where it's just miles and miles of bushes. So just remember, the more water you have and the more targets, just kind of separate them down and find areas with just smaller targets and not so much to throw at. Because when you're crazy like me, I don't need a lot of targets. I got to keep it simple. These bushes is about to exceed the limitations of my medication. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Hell, some places you go, water's flooded, they just ain't no damn fish. I mean, I don't know how else to tell you people. I mean, I can make up some theories, but if he ain't there, I can't catch him. I mean, you can flip your cricket over there, but if there ain't no bass there, you just flipping crickets around. And I'm pretty convinced that this whole area I've been in during the whole shoot, well, why are the fish? There ain't no fish in. None. I'm gonna blame it on Van Dam. He said, just go flip bushes. Just go flip them mats out there. Well, that's what happens. We're doing a shoot out here at Toledo Bend, and I got JJ in the boat with me, and we get out here in the middle of the day trying to make something happen for you folks at home. Scratch out a little movie, do something like we know what we're doing, but y'all know better. We don't know what we're doing. We're just having fun. Well, I pull into a little old mat and I get a bite, and I go around the other side and get a bite. This is easy. It's been about 2 hours ago, we ain't had another bite. Not even a whiff. Not even I think I seen one cruise off, I'm gonna go catch him. And then Boy Wonder slides in his boat. Whoa. Flipped any mats, G? Oh, yeah, a couple. Well, they're in them. Oh, really? We beg to differ. So that's the real behind the scenes of the Elite Series photo shoot on Toledo Bend. Water's higher than a van load of hippies. I've seen 2 ducks wearing rubber boots and an alligator with arm floaties on. Seems simple. Water's warm. It's real pretty. I mean, I feel good about it. I ain't caught nothing. I mean, it's 8 foot and grass here. Water temperature 63 degrees. I mean, if you read that on the site, you would think this was an excellent fishing location. I mean, we know they're spawning. That's one thing I think as an angler that we underestimate. We go to a lake and we're cutting up right here now with you guys and talking about struggling. But honestly, I've been in this creek since we come out for a couple hours and just fishing around. And I think that's what we have to make a note to ourselves. There's certain areas of the lake that fish move up in first. Regardless of any situation, they come in there first. You can go in a creek that looks just as good and fish and not catch them. That doesn't mean they don't ever live in there. That just means they're not up at the time. It could be a little bit behind the other one. So, keep that in mind when you're out fishing and you really catch them in one creek and you go to another creek arm or something. Don't let that affect your overall day. They just don't, oh God, don't move. They just don't get in every creek at the same time. And I think for me, that's frustrating as an angler because I get on them and I think they're gonna be on this everywhere I go, and then I go to 2 or 3 creeks and they don't get back on it, so then I'm frustrated. And I have to always go back and tell myself that some creeks are later developing than others. That's just part of it.